Hi, Mary Ann Suppressor here with What's Up Southwest Florida and Teach Me Social, and welcome to Simply Smart Marketing. So I kind of changed my format up in the background here from my videos. I happen to have done a podcast with a friend of mine, and I kind of like it this way. So I think I'm going to use this for a little while. Anyway, Mary Ann, What's Up Southwest Florida, Teach Me Social, Simply Smart Marketing, and we are going to talk about word of mouth marketing. Because I hear this a lot from small business owners that they are using word of mouth marketing to grow their business. And while certainly that is a very effective way to get new business and new clients and customers, it's actually a very essential part of an overall strategy. That's the point. It's a part of an overall strategy. You should not ever use word of mouth marketing alone if you want to grow a business. It's great if you're just starting. If you, because some businesses bootstrap it. They're financing everything themselves. They don't necessarily have customers yet in order to be able to afford SEO, Google Ads, Facebook ads. So in the beginning, word of mouth is a great way to start. Networking is word of mouth. Believe it or not, social media is word of mouth. So it is an essential part of your marketing. So there's definitely some advantages that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to kind of wrote them down here so I don't forget them all. So it's a great way to build increased trust and credibility because there's a thing called implied trust. So if I go to a restaurant and I find it to be a really good restaurant, I am going to share that with my family and friends. I'm going to talk about it. I talk about the great food, the great service. You have a plumber, electrician who did a great job for you, you're going to talk about it. So it's inferred trust, I think they go, when implied trust. Because you trust them, then your friends are going to trust them, or your family members are going to trust them, because they trust you and what you have to say. So it's really great for that. Of course, it's cost effective, because you're not investing any money per se into paid advertising to get the word out about you and your business. It's kind of targeted because if you're interested in needing a plumber, so per se, and you trust your first cousin and their opinion on things, you're going to ask them, hey, what was that plumber you used? Who's that mobile detailer you used? So it's kind of targeted for people who are looking for whatever your product or service is. So it's targeted that way. Positive word of mouth has a long-lasting impact. There's some that might dispute that. It's, that negative actually lasts longer than positive. I don't know, in this day and age, it's hard to say, but I kind of think either way, positive has a long-lasting impact on your word of mouth. Definitely increases your brand awareness because more people are going to know about you through that way. There's a higher conversion rate, and that's because it's a warm market. Somebody's already looking for you and your business. So those are some of the advantages. However, the disadvantages, because with everything it kind of cuts both ways, you have absolutely no control over what anybody says. It's not your brand message. So this is where the negativity comes in, because that can spread as well if you have a disgruntled person. Although you should never be afraid of a negative review, you should use it as an opportunity to grow and an opportunity to share with those that are reading it how professionally you handle things when somebody's not happy. It's definitely difficult to measure. You cannot see any stats or ROI or track it very efficiently on it. I mean, you can ask people how they heard about you, and they might say my cousin or whatever, but it's really hard to track it beyond that. It definitely is slow growth. So if you're looking to grow quicker, or you've reached that point in your business where you want to get to the next level, you have to go beyond just word of mouth marketing to make that happen. So there's potential for inaccurate information, because you got to remember somebody's experience is not necessarily everybody's experience. And I'm going to use Amazon as an example. You go to buy a product on Amazon and you read the reviews, and you see all these positive reviews, and then you read the negative reviews. And you have to pay attention to what their negative experience was, and is that a concern of yours? And there's been some that I did not buy a product because of what the negative reviews said. It might have been smaller than they thought, and I may have had that same perception that it was larger and it was really smaller. So that mattered to me. So then you move on. So it's always good to read both, and if the negative pertains to you, then there's validity to it. If it's not a concern of yours, then there isn't validity to it, for you, not for anybody else, but for you. And it's very dependent on customer satisfaction. That's key to word of mouth, because if they're satisfied or they're really happy with what you did, they're going to talk about that. So let's see, we got some other. So how do you make this kind of work for you? The thing with word of mouth marketing is it's dependent on accuracy, clarity, consistency, and transparency. So you have to be all those things in your business to really get the most out of word of mouth marketing. So your accuracy, you want to make sure all your information you share is accurate. Like you said, you can't control what people say, but you want to make sure what is being said is accurate. You can. You want to have clarity, so you want to present the information in a clear and concise manner. This is on your social media type stuff. Consistent. You have to be consistent. I see people all the time when I manage their social media. I've taken it over. They would post 3 times in one day and then nothing for a week. That isn't going to really do a whole lot for you, and you have to be open and honest. I think that's really key to business in general these days. You have to be open and honest. So how I got another thing here. So how you really make this work for you is you have to excel at customer service, and keep in mind, what is your customer experiencing when they do business with you? So if you're looking to amp up your mouth marketing, or any of your marketing in your business in general, it has to be customer centric, and you really have to focus on their experience, because that's where the value is. So if you're solving problems for people, whatever that might be, or you're selling items, you want to make sure the quality of the item is good and the shopping experience is good. Especially online. You don't want to have them jumping through a whole lot of hoops in order to be able to buy your product. You want to make sure your descriptions are accurate. That's where the transparency and the clarity is. You want to make sure they get exactly what they thought they were going to get. That is really key. So if you're going to use word of mouth marketing, the things to remember is it is part of your marketing strategy, and you want to make sure that you really focus on customer service and providing the best product and customer service that you possibly can. And hopefully you'll create lots of raving fans that will help you in the future. So, Mary Ann Suppressi with What's Up Southwest Florida and Teach Me Social. If you like these videos, please give us a like, subscribe, share it with other business owners you think might be in search of this kind of information. And thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll be back with another episode in the near future. Thank you very much. Mary Ann Suppressi, What's Up Southwest Florida and Teach Me Social, giving you a voice in Southwest Florida and beyond.